Hey, what's good, everybody? JT Wolf here from the 14 Rings NFC East podcast. I'm here with my brother from another mother and Lucas. I'm going to be asking him questions about this draft prospect. We are doing NFL draft profiles, which are going to be exclusive on our YouTube page. Like, comment, and subscribe. With that being said, let's get things started with the draft prospect. We're going to be I'm going to be talking about Jordyn Tyson, wide receiver from Arizona State. Jordyn Tyson, he weighs at 200 pounds. He's 6'2". He had a really good season in 2024 where he had 75 receptions for 1,100 yards. But this past season, he had 61 receptions for 711 yards. His touchdowns in both, he accumulated 18. He had 8 from this past season and 10 from the year before. One thing I can say about Jordyn Tyson is that this guy is elite in what he's capable of doing. He's not the flashiest where he has breakaway speed, but he has enough route running ability that will separate him from the defender. And that's one thing you need in a receiver. He's a big, tall, lanky target at 6'2". He has some comparisons. But one thing that I saw from him this past season, he was making contested catches. He was making immediate route catches. There was some that he would line up in the backfield. There was times he would catch screens. He would get a couple of yards. He would make a big play. This guy is very dynamic in what he does. He has elite wide receiver skills. The comparison I can see him is Amon-Ra St. Brown. I can see him as a Stephon Diggs. I can even see him as a slower version of a George Pickens. One thing this guy can do, he can separate when he needs to. He can make the contested catches. He's definitely a good jump ball guy as well. I like what he was able to do this past season. So I saw him up close when he played against TCU. Made my defenders look like fools. But shout out to Jordyn Tyson. Guy, he can go out there and play. He has that like Troy Polamalu hair, like a smaller version of it. But
you mean like my hair, right? Totally.
Yeah, I think he has a little more than you, but that's definitely close. Close. Now, Lucas, my question for you is, do you feel like you guys need a wide receiver too?
I think that based off of what Jaden said at Super Bowl availability and the subtle hints that we are getting here, first off, it sounds like Brandon Ayuk is on their radar. Let's be clear on that.
Okay.
Secondly, if we are going to get a wide receiver, I'm not sold on Hunter Tyson. I think he's a very raw prospect. I think his game needs to be greatly refined.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I think his ceiling is a wide receiver number 2. And hot take, I don't know. I'm getting a little bit of a B word vibe from him. And of course, I'm not talking about beautiful. I'm talking about bust.
Oh, you think he's going to be a bust?
I think that there's a chance based off of what I've seen of his skill, between him and Carnell Tate, which check out our Carnell Tate episode done by Maurice. Shout out Maurice.
Yep, salute.
I would trust Carnell Tate more as a top wide receiver prospect than Hunter Tyson.
Okay, that's fair. I can see these two as the top 2 receivers in the draft.
They are the top 2. And the upside with Hunter Tyson is real. However, I also see a deeper basement than not floor. Okay. I'm saying basement. So okay. I don't think I almost guarantee you the Commanders are not going to take a wide receiver at 7. I just don't think that's the likelihood. It's almost, I'm not going to say 100% guarantee, but it almost feels for certain they're going to go defense with that first pick.
I never said they could go 7. I just said y'all need a wide receiver too.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. Because I also know that Debo is 30, and his contract is about to expire.
Yeah, it's going to be basically voided. We could bring him back on a cheaper deal, but you'll have to wait for my solo DC Football 101 episode for that one, guys.
The ones of keep and let walk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
I'd invite you on, but you don't root for my team, so I can't do that.
Look, I actually would not mind just chilling in the background, just kind of hearing this one out.
Just sipping his just sipping his hot chocolate during the cold weather.
Oh no, I'm drinking tea. I'm still recovering from this
Mm.
this little bug
He's
that
gonna be Kermit
decided to
sipping that tea. That's what he's gonna be doing.
jump me. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I appreciate what you said about that with Tyson. There's a possibility he could be a bust, but I could also see him as the other letter
Oh, of
B,
course, of course.
as a boom.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just need him as a wide receiver too, that's fine. That's what you need. Now, I can see him going to the New York Giants.
Yeah,
as a pairing with Malik Neighbors.
I could see that too. That makes more sense than my team, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at guys that he can pair with, like Malik Neighbors. That'd be one.
I could see him in New Orleans.
Yeah, to go with Chris Olave. Yeah. As a two. As a two.
Yeah.
I'm getting to that point. As a two.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You could also see him going to Arizona with Marvin Harrison Jr. as a two. But how this draft is looking, I can see the top 10, maybe 11 go all defense.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the
scary
part. I would be crying in the inside because one of my guys could be gone. But depending what happens with Pickens, they could sign him. They could trade him. No doubt in my mind, he's getting tagged from what I'm hearing. But if they do decide to sign him and then trade him, I can see Dallas going and getting a replacement for Pickens. I can see Jordyn Tyson being that guy as a 2 to pair with CeeDee Lamb. Now, Ryan Flournoy has showed that he can be a wide receiver 3. Sometimes even a wide receiver 2, but I need to see more from him. I'm not there with him. But if you get a guy who's a reliable 2, where I can see Jordyn Tyson coming into the league as, I think he'll be a very serviceable wide receiver 2, especially with what you need him to do. If you need him to get the yards, he can get the yards. His route running skills is pretty stout. I like what he's able to do. He may not be the fastest, but if he can get you the yards where you need to, if he needs to get to the sticks, perfect. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, because he's not a deep threat. He's more of a possession slot.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. And the comparisons that I gave of Amon-Ra, I gave him Stephon Diggs because I know Stephon Diggs lost a bit of a step. So he's like right around there. And another guy, you probably know this guy, Golden Tate.
Yeah, Golden Tate's probably actually the best one out of those 3 that I would say he's probably most
actually at my top one, and then Amon-Ra's second, and then Diggs is 3.
I miss Golden Tate. He was fun when he was in the league.
Dude was petty. I enjoyed it.
I don't care that he was petty. He was fun. And he made the most interesting plays. Weren't him and Percy Harvin on the Seahawks at the same time?
Maybe.
Because they both were on the Seahawks. I remember that. They were on
the Seahawks. I remember
Percy started out with the Vikings, and then he went to the Seahawks.
And I think after Tate got moved,
Tate went to the Lions.
He went to the Lions because they had Doug Baldwin.
Yeah.
I think when they won the Super Bowl, they had Doug Baldwin and Percy.
They did have Doug because Doug, I think was the MVP.
Tate missed it because he was with Detroit.
Yeah, I think the year that they won, Doug Baldwin was the MVP that year. I think. Wasn't it?
No, that was I think it was Michael Smith in the Super Bowl.
Oh,
he had the pick 6.
You're right. All right. Anyway, we're getting off track here.
Yeah. Back on track. But yeah, Jordyn Tyson, he's definitely a guy that is a serviceable wide receiver 2. Now, his strengths, he has good route running skills. His moves are very fluid. He can get to where he needs to. I think the weakness is that he has had a knee injury, and if I'm looking correctly, he's had a knee and a collarbone injury. So I don't know if that is will be something that lingers in his
collarbone is more concerning.
Yeah.
Because once you break that, it's more likely to break again.
Right. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the exact of when he had the collarbone injury, but I do know that he played this past season. So maybe it's the year after, maybe 2023, but it's a concern that's up there. And I know you've had a knee injury as well, but Jordyn Tyson, I can see him as a wide receiver too. I like what he's able to do. Anybody that can pair him in with their number one receiver definitely got a good one in him. So credit to Jordyn Tyson. I wish him the best of luck going into this draft. Hopefully I get a chance to see what he does at the combine. But with that being said, if you like what you saw from this episode or any NFC East content, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. And you can also follow us on our socials, Twitter, X, TikTok, Facebook, as well as Instagram. Until next time, everyone have a blessed one. Peace.
Deuces.